Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is November the 20th, 2017, and as always, this is our daily cryptocurrency market analysis, whereby we are giving you the interpretation of the price charts according to the price bars and the volume. We are not investment advisors, and we are not giving you investment advice. We received a comment recently about why we haven't been doing IOTA in our daily cryptocurrency market analysis, and the reason is because IOTA is only allowable through Bitfinex website, and the fact that Bitfinex is not serving the United States population and there's no other exchanges that allows IOTA to be traded, that's why we're not doing IOTA currently. But once IOTA becomes more available in the other cryptocurrency exchanges, then definitely we will be adding them to our daily cryptocurrency market analysis, because I do know that IOTA has been making some substantial gains over the last couple of trading days, and since we haven't been doing that analysis, maybe a couple of traders or other individuals missed out on that fantastic move that IOTA is currently going through. But nevertheless, you guys can see that the market cap for the cryptocurrency market is at $244.9 billion. Yesterday was at 237, so that's an increase of around $7 billion. And it goes to show you that the interest in the cryptocurrency market is increasing, and all of the cryptocurrencies, including the altcoins, are in a major uptrend over the last couple of trading days. If you guys have been watching our videos, you guys should have been a part of that movement, as these altcoins has been moving higher, including Bitcoin. So you guys kind of remember back in the past that when Bitcoin shoots higher, then the altcoins usually move lower. But given today, for fact, as a matter of fact, all the altcoins, well, the majority of altcoins and Bitcoin both ended the day higher. And for instance, you guys can see that Bitcoin is up 3.13%. Ethereum also is up 4%. Bitcoin Cash is up 2.27. Ripple up 3.74. Litecoin up 1.71. See, Dash is up 1.80. IOTA is up 12.51. Neo is down 7.75, and Monero is up 7.67. NAM is up 5%, and Ethereum Classic is up 3.37%. So out of these top 11 cryptocurrencies, Neo is the only one that ended the day lower than yesterday around this time. So let's go ahead and go into our analysis. So you guys can see that Bitcoin is currently up 2.44%. Last trade was at $8,261.20. And we told you in our video yesterday that we were anticipating Bitcoin to move higher, and they have given that, as a matter of fact, made all-time highs according to Bitfinex exchange. The high came all the way up to $8,315, and the volume is pretty much average over the last 3 days, and the market has been steadily moving higher every day. And we do see that the bar did close a little off the lows. So we move into a smaller time frame, we can see where Bitcoin may come and actually touch. So if Bitcoin does move lower, it runs the prospect of coming back down to $8,060 or even 8,000 evenly to touch. But given that the momentum of the overall cryptocurrency market is still strong, Bitcoin is still aiming to shoot higher as well. So that's our analysis for Bitcoin at the moment, is for them to continue to move higher. But we are acknowledging the fact that on the daily price bar, we are getting stockpile or sellers in the market. So it is possible that they may move lower, and it was around around $8,060 or even $8,000 evenly for Bitcoin to possibly come and touch. Okay, So now we are going to go to Ethereum. One of the things before I go to Ethereum, I want you guys to look at the volume. You guys can see that as Bitcoin is moving higher, the volume is not necessarily moving. And as we continue to move higher and the volume is still average, it kind of tells us that the interest of the market participants is also waning. So just kind of be cautious of that fact. Or the market can just be taking a break at this time before they resume higher prices. But definitely overall, Bitcoin is going to be making higher highs. So looking at Ethereum, they are up 3.97%. Last trade was at $369.84. They're up 4.21%. So we did acknowledge that we did get stockpile on the bar from trading yesterday. And we anticipated them to at least come to 350, and the market only came to 352. And we also said that if the market was going to move higher, that it was going to come back up to the highs that occurred on yesterday, which was around $371. The market shot a little higher than that, but nevertheless, we know that right here around that $370 is acting as resistance for Ethereum. But since the market came right back up to that price area again on top of the stockpile that we saw yesterday, it gives us more precursors of strength into saying that Ethereum is going to be moving higher. And we're still expecting them to at least come to that 380. It might even come all the way back up to the high that occurred on the 1st of September, which was around $395. So in the event that Ethereum does move lower, please acknowledge that we do have stockpile on today's bar, that it might come all the way back down to the high that occurred on the 16th of October, which was 355 or even 350. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. So now let's go to Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is up 5.33%. Last trade was at $1,240. So we said that yesterday's trading was a probable trial run bar, and we got the confirmation today because the bar closed higher than the close from yesterday, which tells us that the market is still interested in higher prices. With that being said, we have to look at the volume for today. Either the sellers wasn't in the market today, or they're not interested in higher prices. Now, given the fact that we do have precursors of strength primarily over the last couple of trading days, we will continue to say that Bitcoin Cash will continue to move higher, and we're looking for it to at least come to the high that occurred on the 15th of November, around $1,322. It might even come all the way back up to $1,400 and touch again and move lower, only for the fact that the volume is not necessarily there. And that could indicate two things. First, the sellers are not in the market, like I just stated earlier, or they're not interested in higher prices at this time. So the market can also trade sideways on tomorrow as well, and that might come all the way back down to $1,100 as well, just to give you guys a heads up. So now we're going to Ripple. So Ripple is up 3.87%. Last trade was at 24 cents. And we analyzed on our video yesterday that Ripple can move higher, and we forecasted them to come to 24, and we didn't anticipate them going to 25, even though we mentioned that in our video. It almost came to 25, but it did not make it. But you guys can see how the volume is increasing as Ripple is continuing to make higher highs, and we're still forecasting Ripple to at least come to 25 cents. So that's going to be our analysis for Ripples, for them to at least come to 25 cents. And then from there, we might get some stockpile entering in the market and push Ripple back down. or the market come all the way back up to 26, just like it did back around the beginning of September. So that is also one of those price points that we're looking for Ripple. Our first one is 25 cents, then 26 cents, depending on if this volume is increasing as it's been over the last couple of trading days. But if it does move lower, then 23 cents is that support line that we're looking for Ripple. So now we're going to Litecoin. So Litecoin is up 1.79%. Last trade was at $72.65. So Litecoin is definitely in a uptrend. The market is not obeying the stockpile that is coming in for Litecoin at the moment. You guys can see that it's back up here towards that $73.50 area. The market came and touched it 3 times already over the last 5 trading days. Now, I told you in our video yesterday that we need to see a push to go up bar for Litecoin in order for them to break through that $73.50. If we do not get that, then the market will continue to trade below $73.50. But I do like the fact that the market did shoot lower today and was able to close higher. And we're still expecting Litecoin to break through $73.50 and possibly come back up to $76. I'm going to move it to a smaller time frame so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So already you guys can see that at the 6-hour chart, the market is having a very hard time around that $73.50. And every time. So yeah, I like the $76 area for Litecoin to possibly come and touch. If we get more weakness here, then the market will move lower from that $76 area once it actually makes it to that point. So our analysis for Litecoin is for them to continue to move higher, but in the event that they do move lower, then that next area would be $68 for them to come and touch. And if it moves lower than that, it could come all the way back down to the high that occurred on the 9th of November, which was $66.77. Okay. So now we are going to go to Dash. So Dash is up 11.46%. Last trade was at $493. And one of the things you guys can see is that all these altcoins are absorbing or consuming all of the stockpile that came on yesterday's trading day, which tells us that the market is still going to aim for higher prices. And it looks like Dash is going to continue to do the same thing, because we did have stockpile on the bar yesterday, but obviously the market participants are still interested in higher prices, and it came already and touched $499.99, and there's no other place for Dash on Bitfinex website for them to make higher highs. So it looks like Dash is going to continue to move higher in the short term, and that's our analysis for them to move higher. If it does move lower, it's going to come back down to $480. But our analysis is for them to move higher. If $480 does not hold for Dash, then it could come all the way back down to $460 and touch, and then might move higher from that point. Or if not $460, then it can definitely come back down to $440. So we need to look at the volume, the total volume for today, to see what's going to happen. So you guys can see that overall the volume for Dash is not all that bad. So it's possible that they will continue to move higher. That's going to be our analysis. But 480 is the first area for support, then 460, then 440. So keep your eyes on the trade. So now we are going to go to Neo. So Neo is down 11.12%. Last trade was at $35.50. $0.59. So we knew that NEO was going to move lower. Our first area was $38. It ultimately came all the way down to 36. And given the spread of today's bar and where the bar closed at today, we're expecting them to at least come to 34, and the market already came down to $34.65. So that might be the actual low for NEO at this time. And then you can expect it to maybe come back up to $37, maybe even 38, around that price area for them to come as well. But overall, NEO is definitely giving us more precursors of weakness, and our analysis will be for them to continue to move lower, and $34 is going to be that location. It might even come all the way down to 32, given the fact that these last 3 trading days is or has higher volume than the last couple of weeks. So we're still acknowledging that fact that a lot of trading is occurring right now in NEO. So next is going to be Ethereum Classic. So Ethereum Classic is up 3.21%. Last trade was at $18.52. So just like with all the other altcoins, Ethereum Classic has been consuming all of the stockpile over the last couple of trading days, and the market has continued to move higher, and it looked like that $19 area is going to be the resistance for Ethereum Classic, because you guys can see over the last couple of months to weeks, Ethereum Classic had a hard time coming through that $19 area. Maybe happened around 3 or 4 times the market wasn't able to break through $19, and if it did, it shot up, then the next day it shot right back down to break through it. And we are getting that stockpile again for Ethereum Classic, but we still expect Ethereum Classic to go past $19, and we might get stockpile, and the market may move lower, just like what happened on the 12th of November. So we're still looking for Ethereum Classic to move higher, but not close higher. And then the market may shoot lower from that standpoint as well. But one of the things we do like to see is that over the last couple of trading days, as Ethereum Classic was trading around $19, the market didn't give us any drastic moves. Rather, we have a lot of smaller spreads on these price bars, which also indicates that the market is willing to transact business at this point. So it might stay above $19 for a couple of trading days as well. But if it does move lower, then expect it to come to $18 or even $17, depending on what type of volume, whether it's buy volume or sell volume from today. So the last one's going to be Monero. So Monero is up 6.50%. Last trade was at $138.20, and we was forecasting Monero to move lower, and that did not necessarily occur because we wanted them to come to 125, and the market only came down to 127.99, and then the market shot higher. So we still getting stockpile on the bar for Monero, but the market broke through that $135 area, and it also closed above it. So it looks like Monero is going to still try to make higher highs, and it looks like it's going to come to around the highs from today, or even all the way up to 145. But overall, once we get more stockpile trading days, just like we have today, then you can expect the market to start moving lower, but we're not necessarily forecasting that right now. It might come down to 135 or even $130, but given the amount of precursors of strength we have in the background, we will still forecast them to at least come to around 142 to maybe even $145. So that is our analysis for today. Appreciate you guys watching these videos. Hopefully it is allowing you to gain confidence in the market, because all markets speak to every trader through the price bars and the volume. And as you guys can see, we do our analysis without indicators, and we forecast price movement unlike anyone else out there in the trading world. So you guys got to make sure you stay tuned to our videos, continue to watch them, so you too can become more profitable in your trading. That's all we have for today, and I'll talk to you guys later.